Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful morning today. The 5th of October. Wow. Yesterday was such a roller coaster. Sorry that I'm kind of new to all this, so I didn't pay much attention to how sound was affecting what I was saying during the live stream. But if you're paying attention, hopefully you found that all this happened as you predicted. All this is just super awesome, wonderful. And just to do a minor recap, the basis of our logic yesterday was this. This is a we call it an engulfment. They say that it's happening, or rather rejecting this. And this is the 180 exponential moving average. So it's kind of hopeful and sort of sure that this is gonna be a good move, a big move today. I say it's gonna take like a few more days, but apparently the 1:1 level that we were looking at basically just got hit yesterday. I think yesterday during the New York session, which is awesome. Oh, it hasn't done that. It doesn't have done that. So it could still happen anyway, but it wasn't so far off, which is awesome. So today again, I'm watching this. I'm hoping you can listen to me. I'm hoping I'm much more audible today, and this is not overshadowing everything I'm saying. Kind of a bummer yesterday and talked about some really good stuff, like oil, but I haven't checked out oil. I should probably check it out and see how it's doing. So just a second. Just a minute. I hope my music selection is okay. Okay. So what I want to do today is, I usually have a trading checklist. What I want to do today is go over all this, what I hope to do, I tend to do every single day. And I've been doing it sporadically, as you can see. But generally, this is how I analyze the markets every single day. So the goal of this, or rather how this came up to be, was sort of to help me be able to get an FTMO account, all these prop farm funding, this prop farm accounts. I mean, we're all trying to make money, so no harm in trying to try and make a strategy fit more ways that you could make more money. And I've also found it a bit comfortable. So whatever I came up with in all this to fit how I intend to trade, essentially it just fits pretty well with how I normally trade. So let's begin. I hope you can hear me. Well, I hope so. So for starters, let's check out news. Should probably do this first of all. Should probably today. Damn, these guys have got really good song. Okay. So in a few more minutes, probably about 20 or 15 minutes, the Japanese bond 10-year bond auction details should be out. Average yield on the 10-year bond. The 10-year bond. So down sold at auction. Sorry. Not consistently. Yeah, it's true. This one doesn't have so much of an effect. So I don't pay much attention to it. It's tentative, so we don't know what time yet. Is that a time? Nothing. But even if it speaks, I don't still expect so much of an effect. As I said yesterday, unfortunately, yeah, my mistake yesterday couldn't be had. But I was saying that what I try and look out more for is currently is not this monetary policy action kind of news for Japan. They don't have much of an effect, and I don't think they'll have much of an effect for quite a while to come. For instance, while some let me just show you something interesting from a newbie. So check this out. Essentially, Japan has been in negative 0.1 territory all the way from 2016. Hasn't changed, probably won't change for a while, because Japan really needs, it just doesn't need, say, inflation to go up and all. It needs huge structural changes for them to even change this, say, to the upside. Probably even the lower side could be something much more plausible than on the higher side. Because, for instance, the market needs, because they have so many other structural issues that are causing them to maintain the rates very low for quite a while to come. And as you can see, they've been hitting zero rates for a long period of time, not even reaching 1% for quite a while. This was the first time they tried this, and they haven't changed. So Japan has a declining population, which also affects a declining working population, labor population. They have an aging population, and they're refusing to open up, say, the economy, their country, to immigration to rejuvenate their country. At the same time, they're not interested in okay, that's understandable. The country wants to protect itself, to be a bit more protective of their culture and whatnot. But then again, it comes with consequences, because the other way they could rejuvenate themselves and go back to see normal monetary policy is if they increase their budget, which they haven't been able to do that. In fact, I think I was reading a study sometime back or survey that there are quite a lot of virgins, both men and women, in their 30s. The rate of like 20-30%. Well, that's something very rare in any other country, both developed and developing country. So, GJ, I mean, Japan side, this news doesn't push me that much. I mean, it doesn't affect my decision. I'll show you what else was makes my decision. Final services behind. As you can see, this one has a low impact expected. I'm not even particularly worried about this. Housing equity withdrawal, not particularly impactful. Then there's a bit of USD news. Oh, I changed my the currencies I'm going to is GJ, so the pound, the yen, and the USD. USD because generally a lot of them have an effect on GJ, or any other currency, to be honest. USD is quite powerful. So yeah, so today not much. Next, so I'm gonna write here none. Support resistance drawn. So this essentially means I should have drawn some support and resistance lines. Usually I draw here and also draw on trading view. But as you can see here, I'm already more or less drawn on the relevant side. Maybe I should add one more for here. No, it's okay so far. I should probably just add for this particular moment. I wonder if I'm too fast. I wonder if I'm too fast. So this is how basically I drew. If I draw support resistance lines, I have to go and check on this other side if there's a bit of a relevant, if it is also relevant on this other side. So I'm not drawing some like this. This is that's relevant compared to if I just put it here. Let's just have a look. It's this one here. So you can see here at this point there's a bit of a hesitancy, and this also coincides more or less with this EMA. You can see it's had a bit of a reaction on this side, on this side, on this side, on this side. So yeah, so it's much more relevant putting it there than putting it where I put it earlier. Another way you don't need even to look on this other side when you're doing it. Just follow this line. You see this white sort of grayish line, and then generally try and look for support resistance on this level. Then go back. Yeah, you'll find that it's quite a surprise that whatever you've drawn is quite relevant also on this other side. That's the thing with support resistance lines or zones or levels, no matter how you call them. They're quite interesting. They're sort of respected almost regardless of from what point you drew it from. Even if you come 5 years ago and then just draw some resistance lines based on this level, you're gonna find that on this other side it's just going to be respected somehow, somewhere. I have no idea why it does that. And if you're gonna say that the reason is say the 0 lines and 50 level lines, zones, nah, because you can see this one here was respected, and yet is at around 50.193.70.08. So it just depends. Okay, although this one is quite close to the 0 level, so it's understandable. But then, okay, 50, yeah, so it's not so far off, I guess. But generally speaking, they don't have to be those major psychological levels. Okay, next. So I'm just gonna come here and do some resistance line drawn. Just gonna say done. Trend. Is it an uptrend or downtrend? Here it's a bit confusing for me, and I'm yet to decide. On one end, there's been a downtrend for quite a few months, but that is simply based on this lower highs, because at some points the lower lows up until this point refuse to be respected. So you see here, this is not a lower high, this is not a lower low, this is not a lower low, but then we still keep making lower highs. So the question is this a trend or not? Would you consider it a trend or not? I don't know. The way I see it is, it will depend. If you're looking for a sell, say the price has gone up to somewhere like this level, then you can consider it a trend. But if you're looking for, and generally speaking, it's best to focus on that. But because this is a unique situation, and also just put something there. Sorry, I've got quite a lot of alarms. Wow, what the hell is happening? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Wow, too bright. No. This is good. Oh, we're doing this. Just clean it a bit. So as you can see, on the downside, this is something totally different. So that's why I would be comfortable taking also buy opportunities if I see them, because there's quite a strong support resistance or zone on this level, quite strong, quite so strong. So which is refusing for any kind of downtrend momentum in terms of lower lows to form. So for me, I would say this is a unique situation. I usually don't trade against the trend. However, in this situation, I've been taking opportunities both downside and upside, depending on how I see them. But I've been more hesitant taking on the upside, if I'm gonna be honest, compared to the downside. Also, the downside moves tended to be much more faster. As you can see, boom. But then it takes quite a while to blow up again, boom. It takes quite a while. Okay, although this one was quite fast and it came down really fast as well. So I don't know what is happening. Maybe this structure is changing because it's looking to go higher very soon, break this and go higher. And also that's something I'm anticipating that could happen. One scenario that is in my mind. That it's possible that the market is holding off at this level and coming down at the same time, trying to sort of make the bears feel make the bears exhaust quite quickly, and then finally make a huge push up, or even a small push up, doesn't matter, but make a push up and break this trend, and finally we could just start going up and up and up and up, and up again. Okay, we can move on to something else. Another part, trend. So right now I'm looking for buys, so I'm just gonna say uptrend. Okay. Now here's where it's interesting. Daily candle expectations. And I'm going a bit slow, but I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm not seeing currently any opportunity for us to come in, but we're gonna come in. I'm gonna explain when we reach here. But I'm taking a picture just to show you how I go about the market. So looking at daily candle expectations. Daily candle expectations, I'm usually looking at this. I'm usually looking if there's already an engulfing. If there's one, then that kind of gives me much more confidence on where the trade is going to be. For instance, this was an engulfment, so I was quite confident that the next candle is probably going to be a sell, or I should be basically looking for sells the next day at the very least, and probably the next day after that. How I determine it, let's say my least, sorry, put it. My minimum, you could say, target of the higher time frame. This is, you can see around 167 pips. And it also came down to around 160, yeah, 167 was up. So I'm basically usually confident that if I see an engulfing, there's gonna be at least a 1-to-1 move on the downside. So if I see on the daily candle that there's an engulfment, I'm expecting there's at least a 1-to-1 move on the downside that is going to happen, or on the upside like this, that's going to happen. At the least 1:0.8. So that's my experience with the engulfments that happen at particular importance levels. Same as this was a key trigger into entering, so sales here could have worked. Maybe this one sales would have been tricky, but it did work. Again, sales would have worked, but it would have been a bit tricky. Here, that's where sales would have made you quite a lot of money. I was much more confident. So again, it depends with where it occurs. So if it occurs like at a confluence like this, it's rejecting the downtrend line. That's pretty good. More confidence gonna happen. Now here's a situation where it won't work. So this is against the moving average, okay? And we already know there's a strong resistance at this particular level. So this happening, even though you could have made some money at least because of this week, the following days you wouldn't have made much, okay? And then here at this point, if you see this, seeing this engulfment should have given you more confidence. That whole day you should be looking for buys. You'll probably continue looking for buys for quite a while, okay? So that's how I look at it when I say daily candle expectation. So for me, I think the engulfment, although it's kind of been played out a bit, I think it's still in play. It's probably gonna try and fill this week again. If it wants to reject it and go down, and finally perhaps break this. But so far I'm thinking it's gonna go highest, at least up to 151.515. So I'm saying for my daily candle expectations, I'm looking for I'm bullish basically. This is not absolutely necessary for you to add, but I've added it because I'm beginning to see much more relevance today. So how I formulate this could change in the future. How I use it. Let me show you what I mean. So you realize, just a second. So yesterday, so explaining how I use this tool yesterday. For me, how these two are is like a flow. I see it in terms of demand and supply, or flow of money. So if the UK 100 or the FTSE 100 index. For those who don't know, this is an index of the top 100 shares of the London Stock Exchange. In full, this is the Financial Times Stock Exchange 100 index. So, pick something here. Okay, so here's how I go about my thought process. If this is generally, I should probably go down, look at the 2 hour. So this kind of helps determine how I think the market is going to be. Now, for example, here there's an engulfment, there's a bit of a rejection here, so you know that this could continue being a bit bullish on the higher side. So if say I'm expecting this to be bullish for the next, say, few hours, and then at the same time I'm expecting, say, this to be how do you put it, bearish, then there is it is like a mismatch of, well, not a mismatch, but just as an indication of where it is. This one tells me where the yen is going to be, so there's going to be a bit more yen bearish. Then at the same time, there's going to be a bit more, say, GJ bullish. So with that combination, I know that we're going to have strong bulls today. If that is my thought process for it, okay? Why? Another logic is this. Take, for instance, this Japanese index. It's called the Nikkei 225 index. So the Japanese index, the Japanese stock market has about so it receives about 60% of its daily transaction is accounted for from foreign investors. So on a daily basis, foreign investors account for 50% of its on the daily market activity. I don't know about FTSE 100, but I think it should be the same or higher, and I think it's probably higher because UK has a bigger financial services industry. Now, if you think about it from that angle, if this is bullish, that means there's more demand for what? For the pound, because foreign investors have to buy the pound so that they can buy the shares. Now, same thing here. If this is bullish, then that means foreign investors have to buy the yen so that they can buy the shares, so they can buy all this. And the opposite is true. So that's how I think about it. That's how I go about my thought process when it comes to this. And I've been looking into it for a while right now. So, what conclusions can we come up with this? Wow, this is a pretty strong sell. Wow. Maybe we could go check the 4 hour and then just see what we could gather out of it. So it's reached quite an interesting strong level here. And then we're seeing an engulfment, but this 4 hour is gonna go on until I think it has about how many more hours? About 1 hour and 15 minutes remaining. A little over 1 hour 15 minutes. So I'm not gonna bother with this for now. I'm not gonna presume that this is gonna actually happen, but I think I'm a bit confident that it could. And nevertheless, if it doesn't, don't forget to check this out here. Let's draw some little lines to just give us some perspective over here. Okay, so basically, this point is a very interesting point. There's quite a lot of strong support resistance levels at this point. So I'm not expecting to be a strong move on the downside at the very least. Already because of all this here, all this over here, this should be able to sort of allow me to do this, to make the Nikkei index think twice about moving on the downside. Okay, this. So I'm not expecting huge downside moves anymore. So you could decide to go up or stay within this range. Come here. Just come here and check it out. 4 hour. Okay, cool. We could do some things here a bit. Just look at it. The Nikkei. Let's go check out the 4 hour. Let's just see what it has in store for us. Okay. We're also seeing an engulfment developing over here. So we could also see here a bit of a push on the higher side if this closes, but I'm not going to wait for it to close. We will see a push on the higher side. Just check here. So already here there's a bit of an engulfment. So I'm a bit confident that this could be going higher. But at the same time, I'm also aware, let me show you, of this, you say engulfment and pin bar, but this is not a good one. I don't like this. Good rejection, but not on this on the downside. This rejection on the downside is what kind of makes me feel a bit less confident of it. Also, why I'm a bit on the more bullish side on this is because there's so many wicks on the downside. So many, all of them are the same level. So there's quite a lot of rejection. So even if there's also some wicks on the high side, I'm expecting a bit of a big push up, a little bit of a big push, and then come back down. So there's still gonna be a bit of momentum say for the next 2-3 hours on the bullish side. So I'm gonna go with bullish as well here. But at the same time, this is kind of tricky. Let me just have a look. On the one hand, somebody would say, okay, this is an engulfment here. Why not you just put a sell? But no, there's already been quite a lot of move happening. So as far as I'm thinking, if this breaks this level here, it would invalidate this. If it doesn't, then this is gonna be strong, but not that strong. So I'm not gonna say I'm bullish over this, but I'm also not gonna say I'm bearish over this. So I'm gonna say I don't know, range. I'm gonna say neutral. Probably that's a good word. Or range. Let me put both. Then maybe later on we could figure out what to do. So identify current position of 159.30. This is what I mean by it. I'm just show you. Oh wow, this is shaping up to be quite a good trade. So generally, let me explain how I go about this. I'm gonna use this face right here, so you can see. So how do trends generally speaking really happen? They go this way, and then they come down. But then this low doesn't pass this low. And then you have another one. It goes high. Also watch this. This could shape out to be quite good. I think we have about 5 more minutes. So, and then again we have this. And then again we have that. So what is my interest? Why do I mean what position? I usually divide them into 3 positions, how I feel the market plays out. It would make more sense if I just do this. So for me, here's the thing. This position is what I call position 1. For me, this is where I hope an engulfment happens. If I get this trade, then I know there's a pretty good chance I'm going to go. I'm going to have a good risk-reward ratio. At the same time, this is position 2. Usually it's a middling level. And then this is position 3. So how do I sort of know that or name that? Say if I've drawn a trend line like this on the higher side, like this, I'm gonna focus, and then I begin to see an engulfment at this level. Then I'm like, okay, we could be seeing a turnaround. If the market comes here to this trend, and then I know we're closer to a position 1. Okay, and this is the level. I would say this is position 1, as close as it is to trend line, and it makes sort of a confluence. Now, if the market comes at this point, doesn't form an engulfment that goes up, it just changes the direction, just goes up. This is position 2, the middling level of between here and the top. The top is position 3. Okay, so if an engulfment happens middling area like here, so I know that this is position 2, and this final is position 3. So I usually try to avoid getting into trades at this level if in that direction, because you never know, because at this particular level it could decide that the market is going to reverse and form a divergence or something, a double bottom, a double top. So I'm not looking for this level over here, but here it still has some momentum. I'm okay with it, but here I love this. So come to here. What is happening right now here? This to me is kind of position 2. So I've said this is what I use to sort of help me determine how the trend is going and whatnot. So this is position 2, position 1 down here, and because this is in the middling level, this is position 3, or between these 2 areas, then this is to me position 2. So I'm gonna come in and just say 2. Okay, now is there an engulfment? Well, I'm expecting one. Is that? Then I have to calculate also the position size, which I'm gonna do right now. Now I know this hasn't closed, but I like to do it a bit earlier just to have an estimate. Not quite early though. And this is how I do it. I put this line here, and then I measure the pips. So this is 18.9, so I'm gonna say 19 pips. So I already have this set up here. 19. So as you can see, it tells me I should trade 0.58 lots. So I'm gonna have that in mind. I'm not gonna put my trade right now. I'm just gonna have that in mind. Then at the same time, I just wanna show you this. Oh sorry, let me just remove this. So that's what I'm looking for. Now it's kind of going down. Roughly 17.6, 18, 17, 18. It's not too bad. So that's what I'm watching for right now. I'm waiting for the next 6 minutes. The 7 a.m. candle to help me decide further. I also like to come and see the higher time frame of M30. This is shaping up also to be quite good. Quite good. I love this. I love this. Not bad. Not move and whatnot. Not bad, not bad. Now this one would kind of worry me a bit. But if it closes above here, I'm good. But then again, that's in another 1 hour, and I'm not really looking at it, to be honest. And with what I'm seeing on the lower time frames, it's quite likely that it's gonna close above here. Maybe it does that, then I know you could see another move on the higher side. So you just come back here and just watch. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does close above here. I mean, it does close in an engulfment. And I don't like seeing quite a big wick on the engulfing candle. This shows me that there's quite a lot of exhaustion happening. So in the 5 minutes time, I'm just hoping this turns around. I'm just hoping this kind of fills this up. I don't mind if it even goes a little bit higher. It's okay. It's okay. I just don't like this wick. I like full candles. I mean, look here. This thing has broken, then formed a wick on the higher side. So this kind of is sometimes a sign of exhaustion. When you see here, this other one, and then finally this. So that's why I'm not liking this particular scenario. Okay, let's see what the market is gonna do. Let me care about it is. Okay. So I have these figures in mind, just in case. Roughly I'm looking at 1%, as you can see. That's what I want to reach. In case does happen, does allow us to go up. Yeah, I don't like this. You see here. Yeah, I want more confidence on the higher side. See, come on, GJ. If this closes a bit of a week, okay, I'm still gonna enter. I'm not gonna be so confident about it. Probably just going for 1:1, maybe. But at the same time, also I'm gonna be aware that wary that I shouldn't be expecting a quick move on the higher side. There's gonna be a delay. It could even come close to my sell, to my stop loss. Sorry, before it decides to go higher. So we just wait and watch. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Let me check out roughly. The tips to look at. 15, 16, 0.69. So sorry for that, guys. So many alarms. So I'm taking that. Okay, not so bad, but not good. Not very good of a rejection right now. I mean push, but I'm gonna go with it. We'll just see. I mean, that's ready. Gotta risk, man. I have to risk something. So putting stop loss over there. Okay, could go for 1:1. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy here. So, I know this doesn't look organized, but this is sort of my calculator. Let me just show you. I put 16 there, and then I usually go for 1:1.5. So I'm targeting 24 pips. And then at the same time, if the price reaches around 13 pips, then I know I should move my stop loss to break even. So that's how I look at it. So 24. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be targeting. There's gonna be quite some bit of resistance over here, I know. And probably that's what's causing here. It's causing this. And because of this week, I know there could be some bit of a downside push. If this was a strong week here, then I'll be more confident that the market is gonna go higher. So what I'm gonna do, let me just put this here, and then let's also check. Let's just confirm if this will be a reasonable area for us to use. Yeah, you see, this kind of aligns with this. Basically, this is gonna put 5, 5, and this is I think the other way around is better. And this was yeah. So this is BE. This is TP. I'm just trying to organize it a bit. Much. Very ugly. Whatever. Some of you are probably gonna cringe. Okay, I'm gonna space it out a bit. Okay, let's see. So we're in loss. Oh, another thing. This is not the time I usually want to enter, but it's not also a bad time. Usually I like entering in another 1 hour, but market gives you what it want to give you. Let's just see how it's going to give you, what it's going to give you. In loss, not like yesterday. Yesterday was interesting. Yesterday we just immediately in profit. One other thing, this is a trial account, so I'm gonna try and see if this is gonna help me reach the 10% growth that FTMO wants. So then after that, I could consider perhaps paying for a challenge account. Oh, and at the same time also, this at the same time doesn't discourage me that much. In fact, it's kind of a good sign sometimes. If you see a bit of a sell push during the first few minutes of the candle of the candlestick, because think about it. Otherwise, how do you think this week's form? This bullish weeks for instance, the market has to, like, first of all make a down push, so it looks like, oh, this is a sell, man, I'll put a bad trade, blah blah blah, and you're like regretting, but in the end it ends up this way. Same thing here, goes man, blah blah blah, what, but then ends up same thing here. Okay, this was a unique case, this will happen, but as you know, a lot of candles generally, whether it's sell or what, even this, so this at one point opened, it was bullish, but then it decided to go up. So this sometimes could be a good thing. I mean, it could mean that it could be a week for me here before it goes high, but it could also be a wishful thinking. So we don't know. Let's just see how it goes out, and how it progresses. Is there any? Just check something. Yesterday, suddenly I couldn't be audible, but I was hoping for, or rather I was what do you call it? Listening to. No, sorry, not listening, but predicting that we could see a higher what do you call it? A higher target by OPEC plus. So let's just see. Generally, what they had been giving us forward guidance was a growth of 400,000 barrels a day. But there's, according to several research reports we have, there's a deficit of like 1.5 million barrels. So let's see. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Super interesting. Whoa! Oh, wait. No, that's not the target. So they maintain the 400,000 barrels per day. You see. Yep. Yeah. So this is interesting. Might as well check out how oil is doing. I think the Brent has passed 80. Damn right. Woo! Yep. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was freaking gonna happen. Let's see. USD card. I kind of predicted it. Of course, not online. But I'm gonna see why maybe later on in the future. So this must have gone really down. Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, wow. I expected this could have been going down. Well, or maybe when the news came out yesterday, it just plumped all the way down. Okay, interesting. Oh, damn, these guys have got really, really good songs. Dun, 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 dun. Damn. Yeah, you catch me dancing to your music now. I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, or I'm even audible enough. I hope so, man. I just hope so. I don't want to waste a full hour plus doing the same thing I did yesterday. That would be a hell of a bummer. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. I'm gonna put the music loud for a bit. Just give me a second. I'm gonna step out for just a few minutes.
I can help you out. 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 I'm alone. I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stands still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking, you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday.
So we're not seeing momentum as we had expected. Oh, sorry, we actually did expect much momentum to go quickly on the higher side, because I said before, this week is what kind of made me a bit anxious. I was hoping for a fuller close, if I may use that word. And if you recall, I explained this side, this week's when this week came about just after rejection, what did we see? Exhaustion, and then it came down. So now I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for all this to pass by, and then see what's gonna happen. I wouldn't like this to have a fuller close. It will be a sort of an engulfment against the trend, and I don't want that. I don't want that, especially if it closes below here. There could be a good chance that it's going to go all the way down and close here. So I don't know. Let's just wait and see. Let's wait and see how it plays out. But usually in trades like this, I don't expect by the end of this session we're gonna see the TP being hit. Okay. I'm just hoping for a pin bar close for this, and then the next candle closes engulfment. That would be really good. If that does happen, that would be really good, especially engulfment closes here. Then we could just move our SL to that next engulfment, and then just wait. If it moves again higher, reaches this level here, then again move it to break even. But it would be more or less confident this is gonna reach our TP area. So let's just see how it plays out. Let's just see. I love that song. I really wish this wouldn't be. I mean, this would have been non-copyrighted. I love lo-fi people. I usually work by listening to.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need
Sorry, I had to go check up on my cat. Just being mischievous. Frankie, come here. Come, Frankie. Come. Let's see if you're gonna make close with it. Woo! Come on, Pimba! Roma Pimba! Oh, okay, no way. Well, you don't want to go? Why are you biting me then? Good. Bye-bye. In another life. In another life. I'll still probably not be a good singer. You haven't done karaoke before. Probably should try it out. So, something has been interesting. There's so many scammers in this industry. Even some that I thought weren't scammers. I mean, let me just show you what I mean. I'm trying to see. Wait. Q Banks and Anthony. Like these guys, I didn't expect, especially Anthony. Apparently, these guys are scammers. That's what I'm seeing. Some of you guys putting on the internet. Let's see. Yeah, this is the kind of clickbait bullshit I don't like. You know, this guy puts, and I watched this video, kind of good, but this guy puts wigs online the same time with this, trying to insinuate he's a scammer because he knows he's going to attract both sides. He's going to attract guys who are angry that, hey, so he's not a scammer. Roger Bank status, that's his real name. Okay. Anthony's Walde is not a scammer. Okay, but come on. This guy is totally legit. Roger Banks, 100% legit. I think he's also, in fact, he's the inspiration for me getting into trading. You know? Well, I knew about trading way back before, but I tried to get into it seriously because of him. Him and him and him. Why? Because I was seeing him making money on his live stream every single day. Okay, of course, not every single day, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm seeing evidence of money being made many days in a row. And I'm like, nah, I have to figure this thing out, man. I have to finally figure this thing out. If it weren't for him, I don't think I'd be quite confident for myself getting back into trading. Because I tried, but I don't know. I didn't really come up with a strategy that I felt quite comfortable with. Up until recently, this is what I came up with. And I like this because even if it turns out to be bad, this trade, I'm still confident. Generally, my analysis tends to be good in many cases, you know, or in the relevant, or in the cases that, or in such a manner that generally gives me, you know, overall profit, you know. So, yeah, Wix, keep it up, man. He's inspiring so many guys, so many guys. even though it doesn't live prop farms. But yeah, this thing. I listen to this lady sometimes, but more of listening to her reactions than anything else. She's also quite cute. I find her really beautiful. Daniel Savage. I think the best takedown I've seen of this guy was by Capital Hungry. Capital Hungry is kind of a psycho itself. I ain't gonna lie. Especially his short clips. You guys should check them out. Screaming and psyching up guys too. Hey, what's up? The shit is hanging over here. What the fuck? What the hell is? It's something wrong, man. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hope he's not gonna give me copyright strike, but dude is awesome. Just check him out. What is shit I see, man? Okay, so this seems like it's gonna be closing on the lower side. Quite a bummer. Quite a bummer. I hope it can at least moves above this level before it closes, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We've got about 15 seconds, 20, 40 seconds, sorry. And when I see this, sometimes I'll cut like 50% and whatnot, but I'm not gonna do that today. So I'm just gonna let it be. Let it go all the way it wants to go. And he'll be the reason why sometimes they do that. But see, this is 8 pips from this, say, start of engulfment. And we see this is around 8 pips up to where I am, up to where my SL is. So generally it is possible to come down and take me out and decide to go up again, or even most likely probably if it comes down to take me out, it's probably gone because I'm below this engulfment too, so it will also invalidate this engulfment and now come down. I also don't like it sometimes when the candle opens and then it just goes in the green immediately, because sometimes it shows me that, hey, okay, we could be forming these weeks I'm talking about here. I've been saying, this week here, for example. Oh wait, yeah, for example, all these weeks you could just decide, go up, create the week, then come now down, and the fuller side of the candle blows past. First here. If this, I'm hoping, closes engulfs, then man, we're good. We could be good. But what I'm seeing it is more likely just creating a wick and then probably going down, probably taking me out. Yeah. Let's wait and see. That's why I said earlier on that I like it when I get position 1. When engulfment is happening around here. This I love. I pretty damn love this. Awesome. But when it's happening position 2, it's less likely to continue upwards. But it still does, sometimes does happen. So this is position 2, as I said before, because it's middling of this move over here. We're going to see how it plays out. If it's not engulfed this by the end of this candle, if it's not fully engulfed it, I think we just log off and just let it be. We'll see how it's going to pan out later, because no need for me to keep watching the market after that. Usually the opportunities I find are usually at around 8 a.m. my local time. So figure it out where it is. I'm losing some life. Add my English, my accent and whatnot. Probably figure it out. So wait, let's confirm something. The front part open. Here's the Frankfurt market open time. Oh wait, I don't even need to do it. Let me just see. So it will be 7 a.m. That will be 1 hour before the market when this closes. When this closes. Damn! Come on! Ooh. Move, 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 move. Wow. Wow. You know, I never thought about it before, but the reason apparently why I see all those opportunities that I usually see at the time I see, apparently it's because of the Germans coming into the market. They are the ones who kind of create the opportunities I always see when I'm back testing. That's why I traded this session. This is awesome. Awesome. Free London. Wow, this seems like it's gonna fail. Then this is gonna come down, take me out, and then probably reach here these levels before going higher. I don't like the way it's failing. In fact, the fact that it's failing to break, even break at least this the high of this candle and then come down. That if it could have broken, then I know that would have been validated at least this sell bearish setup. Capital hungry. Man, I love that guy. He together with Shama. Oh, Shama, awesome mentor. She's my mentor. He and Shama are the best. Sorry, I haven't subscribed on them on this channel. It's not my main channel. Anyway, let us, if possible, do the same. Couple hundred. Tribute to the kings and queens. We'll continue. Yeah. Shama has pretty good also fundamental analysis, which is very, very interesting. I mean, you should probably check. You guys probably check her out. Check her videos out, and then something I want to show you. She's also quite good friends with people who are in the group of, on the circle of friends of Raja Banks. So like there's like Stefanos, Forex, trade with Paul. Trading with Paul. I'm not sure if this is the guy. Nope. Wait, not this guy. Wait, what the hell? Yep, this guy. This guy. He's also been in the same circle, or grew up in the same circle. I don't know if they're still close with talking. The likes of Raja Banks and Ted, but he's in the same circle. So I'll say go check him out, subscribe. He also used to do Asia session, I think also London, or is it New session live. He stopped for quite a while, as you can see. Pretty good guy. He's also one of the few, the lads, the guys, trading gurus whom I talked to early on as I was trying out. He also has an FTM account. I don't know if he still has it, but he had an FTM account. He's the one who has been, who gave me a bit more confidence in me compared to, Raja Banks and Ted, who are like shitting on all those top farms and whatnot. Oh, weird thing. Of course, probably had about funding talent, but Raja even had these guys on their channel before. Sorry. The lady who's in charge of this thing before, encouraging guys to go there. So I'm not saying, that was a really bad mistake for him. You shouldn't have be shitting on prop farms and then go on to host a funding talent, a prop farm on it. That was really, really, really bad move. So now it's coming back, probably coming back to bite him. This is just 11 months ago, Interesting. Super interesting. Wow. It's still like there's no momentum coming in. Push it back up. Damn. Oh, wow. Let's not forget this. This could be the biggest issue right now. Let me just show you. this. Oh, if you're wondering, these pink boxes and lines. Sorry, I'm gonna come back to that. This is London session. This is an indicator that I used way back before. This is it shows me the London session. It starts from when it starts all the way to when it ends. So my usual focus is just this bit over here. I set my trades and then just let them run all the way to my target and whatnot. So this this is the biggest issue right now, because when I was saying that if it goes against the moving average, when I was talking about here, the daily here, this, it could make profit but not that much. So that is what you could say is biting me over here, the current market play. Yeah. Just expand it a bit, because it's going against this. So that's why it's having a really hard time just closing above, and then just pushing all the way up. But we'll see. If it doesn't do that, it's okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay, I don't think it's gonna fail this even this week. So guys, it could be a loss. Let's just see how it's gonna turn out. After the first 15 minutes of this candle, the first 15 minutes of the next candle should tell us. It's like go all the way down, or if not, it's gonna just stick here and hang around until probably 10 a.m. then when it decides to go up. If it doesn't go down, by 8:15, then we could still have some hope. Hey, these guys are good. Even though you can be a bit dumb and cocky sometimes, or that's what it appears to me sometimes, I'm just gonna give him a subscribe on this too. Am I interested in? No, I don't like this people kind of stuff too. So. For now, sorry. Okay, you know what? No. Okay, no, I'm gonna give it to you. I know this is a bit cocky of me trying to say this, and I've got like only 3 subscribers. But don't mind my hypocrisy. And I'm not trying to do what others try and accuse me of. Probably like, I'm trying to gain subscribers because I'm trying to shit on other guys. I mean, you could see all my on the title of this live stream. I'm not really interested in that. I won't be going out and doing exposes. I don't know. If I do, I don't think so. I don't think that's me. And not necessarily because I think it's a particularly bad thing to do. No, I think there should be exposes. There's a place in exposes in doing them. I'm just too lazy. I think too lazy to do the proper work. I would say that. Too lazy to do the proper work that is needed for you to do a good expose. And I'm quite research intensive as a person. I mean, as an individual. Let's see. Wow. This is also a favorite. Not specifically this one, but the music lab guy. Oh yeah, this one. This is all this. I love listening to this. It's pretty good. As you can see, listen to a lot of this stuff. Lo-fis and flow music. Okay, let's see. Wow, okay. So you see, this is what I was saying about. I didn't like this. This means upper side failure, so bullish failure. So we could see, boom, going all the way down. If it doesn't, we're probably gonna take all the way up to 10. But as I said a few minutes earlier, 8:15 should tell us this. This candle essentially, this the candle closes at it's 8 a.m. Okay. Now you see what's happening. So yeah, so let's see. Ooh, coming all the way down. So you have another like 13 minutes, and then you just see what's gonna happen. Huh. Let me see how many live Forex trading channels are there. Hey, for live stream. Ah, okay, good for this guy. Gold, I don't know. I'm not touching gold. It would mess me up in half times. This is a really funny name to have. No scam trader. Like Forex signal. Ah, okay. Interesting. Robots. I don't know what you guys think about robots. Me, nah. 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 Okay. Himura. This guy is Japanese. This guy is Japanese. Oh. He looks Japanese. Oh, interesting. I don't see it going up. I don't see. But let's just see. Because again, this point. This, you see where it's closed? Over here. So even if it goes up, probably at up to 151.267 and then come back down. So the way I see it, it's probably gonna go higher. I mean, if it does go higher, it will be high enough for me to put my stop to break even, but not high enough for me. So when I'm logging out, what I'm gonna be doing is, well, I don't like using them, but I feel like I have no choice. I'm probably gonna be doing sorry, I'm gonna be putting a trailing stop, which in this case 13, let me say 12 pips. No. So you say to go up, at least it could bring me some little bit of money or break even at least. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, it's past time to get other stuff. Sorry if you're hearing background noises. It's me moving about. I'm the type of guy who's kind of anxious. I say anxious or what? Fidgety. I think that's a good word. I'm kind of fidgety. I'm kind of all over the place sometimes. Oh, you guys should listen to this. These guys, awesome, awesome. Let me show you guys my favorite wine. If by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling. Most awesome wine. I love this. I'm gonna put the link. You see, 3 million guys that watch this. This thing is awesome, guys. For real. I'm gonna put this link. What do we call it? Motivational poem of the day. They call it poem. Some of you guys will just bother you. Somebody's gonna write motivation for the day. Fire for the day. Whoa! What a surprise! Big surprise for me. Oh wow! Wow! I don't know if this is gonna happen, but if it does close above, this would be an engulfment on a higher time frame, which would be really good. Really good. Because that would mean now we have the opportunity the opportunity to move this place. Okay, so it's going to reduce our risk, and it will be reducing our risk by following proper structure, which is the engulfment. Okay, it's nice, not bad, it's nice, but still too early to celebrate. Can you say so? Because of this 8 or 9. It's not 8. What? It's already at 8:15. It's a bit too far off. People decide to look like this. It's bigger candle. It will be very annoying. Really. Or still like this. And that will be so many candles that will be rejecting the higher side. Now that will be a huge concern for me. Yeah, that will be quite a huge concern for me. Come on, man. Close up. You've got 5 freaking minutes. At least close somewhere here, or even here. Break even level. Whoa. Okay. Keep listening to me. No, don't go down. Don't freaking go down, you nigga. Oh, wow. I don't know if nigga is a word that is censored a lot on YouTube. So you guys, I don't know what you think about it. A trading checklist is just awesome to have because it keeps you focused, keeps your analysis just focused on what you should be watching out for. Okay, I think you guys should seriously consider having this. Honestly, pretty good of a savior. So the Germans have come in. The Germans are now deciding what the hell they're going to do with the market right now. Let me just refresh this and see if this has changed. I haven't changed it. Oh wait, whoa, still have one more hour before German. So this is the pre-market. So in other words, it's the pre-market of the London session, of the German session that we're currently in. That is what is trying to sort of figure itself out and set the pace. And it's calmed down. Bummer. Wow, if this would have closed higher, this would have also been an engulfment on this one too. This would have been crazy. Pretty crazy, you know? Because that would have been quite a lot of momentum for it now to just push into higher. But the way it's looking like, you're not gonna have one engulfment. You're not gonna have the engulfment you're looking for, you know. Anyway, we have 3 minutes, 2 more minutes, until the market figures itself out. I said earlier that if it kind of breaks above here, it's sort of rejecting this sell proposition. And because it doesn't want to close above, then it's not going to be that clear. It could decide to still go down or hang around this level. It could now goes up, which is why I'm probably going to close this live stream at this point, and then just see how it plays out. After, not right now, but in a few minutes, because we're going to be stuck here waiting for a long time. Okay, not really that long, but because it's a given by 10 a.m. by London, market would have figured itself out. Would have figured itself out. It just seems not right now. So not as early as we had hoped for. Well, I think I'm done for that today. I wish this closes then like this, so bearish, so that we could have an engulfment of the type I was talking of yesterday. Maybe you can just recap a bit on the type of engulfment I'm talking about. It's really crazy. If you see that, wow, this like this. Just assume this week is not here, but this type of engulfment. There's a pin bar going on the higher side, and then there's the engulfment happens in a completely different direction, and it engulfs the week, full week in most cases. It's just wonderful, really wonderful. I don't know if you can see it around. Okay, also this one, a bit of a difference. And this is a bit of a small week, but this is also the type I'm talking about. This, see this setup, is what I'm talking about. Usually when this happens, I mean, there's a good chance the market is just gonna flow inside its engulf. Any other one? I think we could see a lot of them on the daily. No, I don't think we can see quite a few of them on the daily. Sold on a bit, right? Somebody's knocking on the door. Coming back.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks,
Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna close up there. I'm just going to let it ride out and figure itself out. As I said, it's failed to pass this level. Uh, Again, it's failed to close above here. So there I feel it's like there's a quite high possibility that it's not gonna go higher as I thought. So instead, it's going to come down. Um, it refused to also do a last minute, you could say, engulfment on here. So that's why I'm sort of confident it's gonna go down. It's gonna hit my stop loss, but I'm not gonna take it out. I'm just going to let it play out. Take me out. It's cool. It's a loss I can accept of 1%. So I'm cool with that. So thanks guys for listening and watching. I hope you learned something. I appreciate your company. Thanks. Goodbye.